John and Brendan, thank you for taking part in this short video for the members of FarmLink Research. Today we'll be talking about your experiences with your Excel Stubble Warrior. John, we will start the interview with you. Why did you originally consider purchasing a disc seeder?
Well, I guess the big message from the drought, or during those drought years, was that the retention of stubble meant we were still able to grow a reasonable crop. But we needed to buy a machine that we felt could handle stubble in good seasons and in also the dry. And we looked at times, and our old machine wasn't capable of handling a lot of stubble, and what we could see was the best way of doing it was to go to a disc seeder.
Why did you select the Excel Stubble Warrior?
In the preceding couple of years, we've been closely watching the demo trial site at Illabo. The Maloney family and Tony Lehman were doing a paddock 50-50. And when you start talking numbers of 200 kilos of extra yield in a disc machine, with the same rainfall and same conditions and growing conditions, it was just too much to ignore. We felt that over 1,000 hectares, an extra 200 kilos, an extra 200 tonne of wheat, and at the prices, and by doing no extra fertiliser or anything else, it was just too much to ignore. And, that's what really got us keen on the disc seeder.
Brendan, how has your disc seeder performed?
I've been pretty happy with its performance in the wet soils, stubble handling. So far it hasn't had any troubles with heavy stubble. Seed placement's been excellent, sowing lucerne and canola into straw. Wet soils haven't seemed to have been an issue. Nothing seems to be sticking anywhere where it shouldn't be. It's been good.
Have there been any problems with your disc seeder?
There is a few grease nipples there that need a bit of grease from day to day. There's just, with every disc seeder I think there is a bit more maintenance involved over a time machine. But the advantages of extra yield and sowing time improvements, they far outweigh the downtime of a bit of maintenance.
What modifications have you made to your disc seeder?
We've fitted a set of Arix wheels on the front of each unit, and that's probably enhanced some of our germination rates through sweeping a bit of the trash out of the way between their stuff. We're trialling a new mechanism for the closing wheel for a tension adjustment, which I sort of made up last year, and seems to have come through this year quite well. So it's just simplifying what's already there, making it easier for my own use.
John, have you modified your herbicide application practices?
Yes, Karen, we have. We've lost trifluoride in our system, but then again, our whole system is evolving. We're seeing different weed spectrum, and so therefore I guess our weed treatments with herbicides is changing as well. We're seeing less broadleaf weeds, less fumitory, less capeweed, curse and brassicas. And I don't know at this stage whether that's due to the extra straw cover on the interrow or from just the reduced cultivation of the disc seeder. But definitely less weeds. We're probably seeing a few more grasses, brome grass, probably seeing less black oats, and ryegrass, I guess, may become an issue. But then again, our system is changing. We're having more break crops in our system. We're now looking at a brown manure with peas sown into straw and spraying them out in the springtime. So it's a whole system change.
Brendan, have you noticed any differences in fuel consumption or power requirements?
I feel with the disc seeder the power consumption was pretty similar to the old Tyne one. don't really have anything to gauge that on though, but just the feeling of it was fairly similar.
After 4 years of using the machine, we still have the option of cultivation, we still have the option to burn, and we've got the option then of retaining all the stubble. We're still cultivating in that first season after pasture. We do run a livestock enterprise as well, and we're still rotating with loosened pastures. So the incorporation of lime, the breaking up of sheep tracks, I guess just allow more water infiltration through the summer are still beneficial side effects of that initial cultivation. But after that, once we have a crop of stubble and ground cover, we're then able to retain that right through our cropping phase. One of the beneficial side effects we've found of the disc seeder is that I know a lot of people are using the tine press wheel setup and trying to incorporate stubble retention, and to start that they've tended to have to cut their stubbles very short, and the side effect and compromise I guess is loss of harvesting capacity with our machines. And with our disc system, even this last season we've gone from Matika 8 stubbles cut at sort of 20 centimetres right through to Gregory wheat stubbles, which we've gone anything up to sort of 70 centimetres. And the subsequent crop that we've established in those paddocks this year, all being canola, the plant counts and germination numbers, there's been no compromise at all there. So that's been one of the pleasing side effects of using a disc.